Ooh, the Spanish food. There's a few Spanish plates that are delicious that you'll come to love. One is called paella. Um, Another dish is called jamon serrano, which is pretty much a pig's leg, and you just cut the meat off. It's really good though. Don't be afraid to try it. Um, they have the best pastries with the best bakeries. You'll find that the missionaries take quite a few stops there throughout the day. The best one is the Napolitana. Delicious. Um, Apart from Spanish food, the South American food is delicious as well. A lot of rice, and a lot of meat and a lot of salad. They have really good seafood. Since you're right there on the coast, they have fresh fish. My favorite was the gambas. It's just big shrimp. You get to peel it yourself and take it apart, but it's delicious. The seafood is really good. Coming from, I didn't like seafood at all before my mission, but out there it's fresh and really good. It's actually really interesting that I found out that Spanish is like different in all countries, even in South America. Like each one of those countries has its own kind of vocabulary, you could say. Um, they all, like, you can speak and they understand you, but there's certain little detailed words that will be different from South America to Spain and from Central America. They just have different vocabulary words, but overall, you're able to understand and communicate with everyone. As you know, the people say that Spain has the pure Spanish, which they do. Um, but other than that, it's a fun language to learn. You'll love learning it. You can learn it fast. Just take your time to be consistent in your daily language studies. In the mission, we have the chance to speak it. We have a goal to speak it when we're outside of our apartments. Even if we have an American companion, we speak Spanish with them. The only time that we're speaking English is when we're in our apartments kind of relaxing. So if you'll stick to the goals that the mission has set for you, you'll be able to learn Spanish really quickly, and you'll feel a lot more happy and confident being able to speak with the other people there. I think the important thing is that you try to like gain an accent. There were some missionaries that I knew that just stuck with like a hard American accent where they didn't try and change their tone of voice or anything, and so they would sound just kind of weird. You could understand them, but it was sometimes hard because their accent wasn't there. I'm not saying that I have the best accent, but I tried to learn it. So a greenie would sound something like they'd say, "Hola, somos misioneros de la Iglesia de Jesucristo de los Santos de los Últimos Días." Yeah, that's kind of what a gringo accent would sound like. My best attempt at my accent that I learned would sound something like this. Hola, somos misioneros de la Iglesia de Jesucristo de los Santos de los Últimos Días. So, practice your Spanish, practice your accent, and you'll do great. Spanish is easy. There's no surprises. How you read it is how you say it. Each letter is pronounced. So the best tip I could give would be to read out of your Book of Mormon in Spanish daily. Over in Spain, they have what's called mediodía, which is where kind of the city just shuts down and everyone goes home and takes a nap and has their lunch. And so they kind of wake up later, work, have their mediodía, and then they go back to work until a little bit later. And so our mission is a little bit different. Instead of waking up at 6:30, we don't wake up until 7:30, and then we have our exercise and our studies, and then we go out and work until that mediodía, and then we come home and have our lunch and then study our language. Because literally during that time, from about 1 o'clock to 4 or 5 o'clock, no one wants anything. All their stores are shut down. If you go and knock doors, they get upset with you that you're waking them up from their nap that they're taking. And so that was something that was different. You as a missionary don't get to take the mediodía nap. You just get to eat your lunch and study your language and then head back out to work. But that was an interesting, just very different from home and what we're used to here. The people, they're just a very go-to people. They're always, like I said, outside, moving, doing things. Family is very small with the Spanish people. They are interested in schooling and careers and then starting families. So you'll see parents with only 1 to 2 kids. I would say a family with 3 kids is like a large family for a Spanish family. But the other countries have, the other people from other countries from South America, they have pretty big families. So other than that, with the Spanish people, with the culture there, it's just an upbeat, moving culture. So get used to moving around, walking a lot, and talking to people all the time. Well, the people there are very nice until they find out that you're a missionary, and then they kind of, oh, okay, I have to go then. But if they don't know, they'll willingly help you with something, or if you need something, they'll do it, and then you'll take the chance to be like, oh, hey, we're missionaries, and they're like, oh, I gotta go, and you're like, oh, okay then. But they're loving. The old people are the funniest. The old Spanish people have stories on stories on stories that you could contact them in the street and they'll have you there for an hour telling you their stories of their life. So it's good to talk to them. Sometimes you want to avoid them.